So when you activate your 125th team member, we honor you once again with jewelry chosen especially for you. And this team leader activated her 125th team member this summer and just blew right by that milestone with ease. And today we celebrate her achieving her 125th and 135th team member activation. Wow. So this goddess and team leader has been with us this time since 2009. I can still remember the first time that I encountered her at a BBW long ago. So she stood at the end of the check-in desk at the BBW, and she reached out her hand to every single person who was checking in at the BBW, introducing herself, shaking hands, big smile, right? It was foreshadowing for a career that would see her reaching out her hand over and over again to lift people up, guide them along the way, and even nudge them forward. She never skimps on the high fives or the hugs or the pats on the back for many of the people who choose to follow her on her Athena's journey. So please put your hands together for the awe-inspiring team leader of Exotica, Chrissy Shed. For you. And this is for you. Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, I'm getting old. Wow, Supreme Heavenly. In May of 2012, I got Heavenly with 25 team members. And that was a really big deal to me. Here I stand with another amazing 100+ team members who have worked it and achieved their activation goals, plus so much more. We've built a family together. The story I and they have from the past 3 years is absolutely freaking incredible. And I'm blessed to have each and every member of my rockstar Team Exotica with me. When I began with Athena's, I remember watching Alana Susko and Erica Wallenhopt on stage, receiving leadership milestone after milestone. At that moment, I knew that I looked up to them and so many others in this company. And that's what I wanted to be here to do. Not only to change the lives of my clients and my family, but those that were destined to be on my team. I had no idea how I was going to reach this. So I thought, at that time, it was an unreachable goal in front of me. Rather than looking at the finish line, I decided to look at each step of the journey ahead of me. I began working very, very hard, sharing my passion, and above all, I never gave up. I soon realized that failure was definitely going to happen, but it was temporary. And it was going to subside if I continued, but I knew in my heart that quitting was forever. Looking at it this way, as I still do today, every day, helped me to reach every step of each goal that I set for myself, my life, and my business. I remember when I made the choice to go to college, since it was what we do. I knew I wanted to make a difference, to be extraordinary in what I chose to do. My mother calls my need to help people my blessing and my absolute curse, which is true beyond measure. I chose a path in education, and I gained degrees that should have taken me 6 years in 4. I did so because somebody told me there's no way that you're going to do that in that time frame. So I've learned when I'm told that I can't do something, I want it more. At that point, little did I know that helping people's relationships, their confidence, and their self-image would be my calling. Thank you to Jamie Blewin for finding and believing in me, asking me to join your team, and this company that is now my second family. I would have never thought that I had this gift and stand today sharing that gift. Those who tell you that it's impossible are those who do not believe in themselves. Therefore, they're not going to believe in others either. Don't let this toxicity bring you down. The moment I stopped listening to uncountable amount of people tell me that I couldn't do it and I shouldn't do it is when my foot went down and my head went up. I haven't looked back since. Please promise yourself that you will do the same, since you are meant to be here and you are meant for great things as well. Do not settle for anything but the unreachable, impossible. Many say to me, or I hear them say, wow, Chrissy's so lucky. How does she do this? I want to be like her in my business. First of all, let me address something. I am not lucky. I have made many changes in my life. You ask, what does it take to change? And I tell you, it takes a choice. You may think to yourself, well, if it was that freaking easy, I would have already done that. But I want you to ponder on that. Have you really done that? I guarantee that you have not. You have to make a choice to make a change, as you've all heard me say many times. Making a choice is a decision I have made many times. And I look at the decision similar to an incision, meaning that you have to make a cut. So they're the same thing in my mind. You have to cut something out of your life to move to the next chapter. In this business, that is continuously happening. Your fears are holding you back. For this I am certain. So this is what I'm going to ask you. Don't be afraid of failure. Actually, make a goal to fail a lot. I know that sounds absurd, but if you are making the necessary steps to succeed, you want to feel failure is evident and part of the process. And each time you learn from failures, you become less and less afraid of it. I learned much, much more from my failures than my successes. Embrace change, embrace failure, and struggle on what you want to do and what you want in your life every day. Also, so don't want to be like somebody else, but you. Learn from others who inspire you. Please don't waste your precious energy on being negative, as Angie said. If you feel as though you need to be better than someone or something, and you need to prove yourself, then do as something a brilliant woman in my life told me to do when I was younger, and I aspired to be her. Take all your negative energy and direct it to be massively successful, because a massive success is the greatest revenge that you have. So what I'm saying is direct all your energy and attention and put it into the positive. You're going to be floored with the results that you find and realize that you needed. If life hits you in the head with its many boulders, you have to get up and keep going. The way I have done this is by finding the passion in something I love. You don't do this for others in your life whom you love. You do it for your career. This is the hobby I have found, which has become my passion and then my career. Many say it's impossible to be where I stand, and trust me, it's not. I did it, and so many have done it before me. I grew a healthy disregard for the impossible. So write down all the pieces in your life that you deem impossible and work to reach them. You're going to amaze yourself with the progression you will gain when you work hard and don't let anybody get you down or anything. Allow yourself to take the journey. Once you reach your goal, you will see how easily the impossible dots to the puzzle were found and placed. You have to have faith in something, whether it be your gut, your journey, or your destiny. My son, Daniel, he said something to me this past week. He said, Mommy, I know you sell spa products and keep mommies and daddies and daddies and daddies and mommies in love forever, but do you also dream for your job? This made me smile. I sat down next to him and I said, yeah, buddy, I absolutely do. This came to play from the day before. Someone at school, mind you, he's in 2nd grade, told him that he couldn't do something that he was so excited to try. So he didn't do it. I told him that in life, all he needed to do to succeed was to dream and to work to reach those dreams become a reality. The next day, he did the impossible, and he climbed that rock wall. That kid is like a freaking, he's redheaded, Jess understands, he's a firecracker. In nature, there is no lightning without thunder. Allow yourself to have your struggles, to embrace change and failures, and turn your back on the negative. Dance in the rain and feel every drop. Let your journey be nature. Thunder be your struggles, and lightning be your celebration. I thank you all so very much for your love and support. Thank you.
Put that down. You did a great job, Chrissy. That was very inspiring. Congratulations. Great job. I love you. Love you. Great job. Unbelievable. Enjoy. Oh. I love buying Chrissy jewelry.